Hello friends, and today we're modeling British plug that was suggested in the comment section. And let's start. Basically it's 5 by 5 centimeters, I guess. It's basically a corner box, and I'll press C just to make it square like that. And let's make it something like this. That's good. Now I will take the two top parts and squeeze them on the X a little bit to make some sort of this shape. Now I can select all of these things and press B and just bevel it out like that to remind this shape. I think let's just make it a little bit smaller over here. But you know, I think the lower part should be more like this, and the top part is more narrower. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's good. And we definitely can see that it has some roundiness to this shape. So let's drop this roundiness to the shape of the front part. But the back part is pretty much normal here. So yeah, let's have this one for the back. I will just copy it out, Shift D, and rotate it like this. Perfect. Hide it out and take this one and let's edit it a little bit, kind of like cut it over here and cut it over here. Press T, trim these things and delete these bastards. Select this and press Shift B to create something like that. And let's make it a bit less angry. Yeah, something like this. And I think we don't need it similar from the both sides. I will just drop it something like that. Yeah, that's good. And here we have it. Kind of this interesting type of shape. I will cut it in the center and use T to delete all these things. Press Escape, X, join it, Alt X, and drop it to the other side. Cool. Also select everything and join them together. Let me see. Yeah, this is basically what I was looking for. Now let's try extrude this front part, and I will create something like this and position it in the same spot here. And now I will extrude this thing like that. I think on something like 4.2 millimeters or some sort. More than enough. Let's just copy this over here and make the same extrusion but from the back. Do it like this and make it like this. Cool. So we're already starting to get the base shape here. The next crucial thing is to hide these bad boys. We don't need them for now. And I basically see that this thing, let me just take this reference and this reference. I will do a Shift D, make them smaller a bit so I can always see them over here. So yeah, it's basically has this flow and then it's kind of cuts down straightly. So that's what we need to do. And we also need to do a offset here just to create this nice matching. And inside of this part, it just perfectly matched. Nothing special here. It's some sort of a straight line over here. Yeah, that makes them kind of the same vibe. Basically, I need some sort of this thing, and it should cut straight to the ground like that. Okay. Let's make it a bit bigger, like this, because we need this cut to be inside here. And yeah, let's basically imprint it. So I do Shift I and imprint it here. And let's move it over here and do it from the back side. Shift I, imprint it. Okay, and Alt X, mirror it here, Q, merge it. And now we can basically try to extrude this thing over here. Good. There is something. And I can definitely see, yeah, this thing is kind of flowing in there. Yeah, you can see this. It's like going like this. Yeah, we are on the right path. So yeah, we are good here, but we are not good in this back part. So we can basically kind of cut it out here. And don't give a major heck about that. Gonna Shift D, Shift I, and imprint it here. And just get rid of this thing like that. Cool. Yeah, and it will be basically a similar effect from the both sides. So let's just QQ, merge it, and do Alt X from this side to this side. And here we have it. One beautiful thing here. Now let's drop a little offset over here on this part. And let's make it single by pressing I. Okay, I want some good border over here, like this. And I definitely want to drop some of that thing here. Or, no, I want to drop something like this here. This is much better. And this one, not so deep, like that. Cool. Maybe a bit deeper. And now let's create the... No, I don't want to do the details now. Let's try to kind of flow them together over here. Just a little bit more. So I will take this thing and try to bevel it like that. Let's do it like this. That's good. So we can have this nice matching. And this part is also should be beveled like this. Just to have this nice flow. One in another. Like that, you know. Just don't overdo it. Make it like this. That's good. Let's do F and delete the redundant topology because we don't need it. And let's Alt X it to this side. Q, merge it. Okay. That's pretty much good shape here. Now let's try to curve all this shit that was inside. And I basically need to do a box like this. I think something like that. Alt X. Drop it here. Shift D. Just to make it a nice big one. And let me just squeeze it a little bit over here. And let's squeeze it a little bit over here. Okay, let's remind me about this shape. Shift I, imprint it, delete it, take it, extrude it, match it. Perfect. The nice workflow in Plasticity. Take it, extrude it, match it. Control R, and yeah, let's make it like this. And do the offset of something like this. Pretty cool, but the top part is definitely a bit lower here. Some sort of this thing. And kick it down like that. Perfect. Now let's create the almost similar things on the sides, but I don't think that they are pretty similar. They kind of like similar shape, but a bit different flow. And they are somewhere over here. And these side bastards are more in that shape. So I will drop them inside a little bit like this. That's cool. Maybe not so much. Yeah, this is already good. Maybe a little bit like that. That's good. Let me take this thing and put it like this. Just a little gap. Just a little nasty gap over here. And I will create the box and kind of match it, I think, here. That's good. Delete this thing. And let's make it less big here and less input here. That's okay. And merge it together with the whole shape. Perfect. I'll text it to the other side. Here is just a box cut and couple of circles for screws. Let's try to drop it. So let's select these two friends and press Ctrl+Shift+ and just make grow selection here and GZ and a little bit to the top. Yeah, let's move them somewhere over here. I think it's the best spot for them. Cool. Now I will kick this box like this. Let's make it a bit thinner, upper. Yeah, it should be something like this sort of gap here between all of them, maybe a little bit bigger. And let's do Shift-I and imprint it here. Delete this thing, take that and extrude it inside. Good. That's pretty much nice. Maybe a bit deeper. And now let's create a, let me just, I'll text it to the other side just to be sure here. And let's create these circles. So it's basically something like this. I think 4 or 5 millimeters is good. Like a nice big bolt. Something over here, I think. Yeah. We just have this thing maybe a little bit. Maybe we should squeeze it a bit like this. Yeah. But definitely I think we can leave it as it is. Yeah, I will make it much bigger because it's kind of much bigger here. Maybe not so super big, but like this. Cool. Something like this. Okay. Shift-I and kick the hole here. And let me just extrude it inside and adjust the angle because I want it to be a little bit more pronouncier here. So it's not interesting. Okay, let's take this, Ctrl+Shift+ and Alt-D. So I will move it over here to match it like this, and on the X to match it like this, and move it here. Just make sure you keep it in the same position, and it's a little bit bigger than this too. Good. And let's press Q, and let's select this one, then this one, and press Q. Nice. That's what I was searching for. Let me kick the hole here. And it's a bit altered here over there, yeah, but we will do it in the end just because I want to use Alt X and all other stuff here. Let's move this thing a little bit like this. No, I think it's not like this. I think it's more like this and like this. Yeah, this is better. Just kick it inside. Alt X to the other side. Perfect. Let's delete redundant topology. Perfection. Perfection. I like this thing. It looks beautiful. It's basically the shape. So let's drop some juicy bevels and cut it in the right places. So I definitely see that here is one nice bevel and here is although. Let me just select this and try to bevel it like that. Okay, to make it cool, nice bevel. Perfect. And now I select this, bevel it as well, and just click left mouse click over here and it will replicate the same thickness. Nice. From the front side, this edge is very, very, very sharp. So let's do it the same sharpness here, but not super sharp like this. Yeah, let's do it like this. Pretty nice one. Let me just see it like this. Yeah, that's cool. Very intricate in shape. I like it. And here it's also sharp. So these inner parts are sharp and these ones are kind of more beveled. Let's do it like this. So let's do it like this. Sharpness, and I think the same one. Let's use it. Cool. Pretty nice shape we are getting here. And let's make the backside. Should be generous one. And I think this generous one is a type of G2, definitely, because it has this nice bump here, and I will leave it like that. So let me just see. Perfect. Perfect. Definitely cool one. Okay, we can take care of this part. Let's do it because I don't like how it just came here in the sharp edge. Let's just make it a bit better. I will kick it like this and do the same little one here. And I will take this and do a Shift B. Let's have it on the G1 and a little bit adjusted. Maybe not the similar one. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Let me see through just a little bit through this mesh. Cool. And let's do Shift I and imprint it here. Good, I think you already get it, what I'm going to do here. I think you already get the point where I'm going here. Yeah, let's just Shift X this thing. And Shift J it on a G1. Let me see it. Yeah, much better. You can see how this one flows inside of this shape. And this one is kind of rude. Much harsh. Don't like it. Okay, let's do the same from this side as well. Let's make it like this. Make it like this. Control R. Drop it here. And yeah, I want it to kind of end up over there. So I will select this face and as well do this thing. Perfect. And let's select this, and drop a Shift B. Make it like this and adjust it just to this flow. Let's match it a little bit better. Shift I, imprint it, delete it. Select everything here. All these little nasty parts and do a Shift X. Now select this thing and Shift J, patch on a G1. Perfection. Perfection. I love it. Now let's repeat this thing from the top. The same old shit, but okay. Let me just clear the redundant topology again. And let's repeat this process. Make it like this. Let me just create it to the both sides simultaneously. And I think I will speed up this part. Yeah, you know what? I don't need this one. It's not matching the thing. Let's just Shift J, G1, select this part. Okay, yeah, this is good. I like it. Let's leave it like that. It doesn't have the weird topology here and looks beautiful. I can have it like that. Perfect. Let's just alt X it to the other side. And let's create these things. Okay, I basically want to do extrusion. Kicks these bastards like that. Yeah, I think it definitely something like that. But I think here is a little mistake. It's a bit narrower. Yeah, this is the thing. And now let's do extrusion and do B, new body. Good. And let's make it a bit, select all of them and make them a bit thinner. Cool. And they have this top part like this with the red box. So it select only the top part and do the chamfer here. Perfect. Now let's do a bolt and then we can finish it up with all these carvings. And of course this thing, yeah, basically I forgot about this thing and cuts. Yeah, let's do the cuts and this thing. Okay, so this thing is super simple. It's just a circle of that kind. And I will kind of extrude it like this. Delete this thing. Make it a bit thinner like that. Offset it. And kick it low. And kind of make it like this. Yeah, good, but not so long. Just like that. Perfect. And it also has some hole in it for a cable. Let's drop it like that. Let me kind of adjust it there. Something like this. Cool. And I definitely think this part is a bit here. Like that. And over here we have some sort of this hole. Alt H it, and it's kind of matched inside of this thing. And I will do select this and do a Q and T for keep tools. Let's make it a bit wider here. And yeah, something like that. A bit thinner, I think now. Definitely a little bit thinner. Something like this, yeah, will be good. Perfect. And let's drop a small bevel here. Cool. Let's also make this small lines here as well. So basically not super hard, it's just Control R. And yeah, it's some kind of offset, I think. Like this. And we need to make it till the end, so it's complete edge. Now I can extrude it inside. Like that. Perfect. Very cool one. I'll exit, merge it. Yeah, I think this sort of thing is basically almost done. Let's do these bolts. It's not super hard ones. It's just a circle. Extrusion, like that. Delete the top. Select it. Loft it. Shift J it on the G1. Make it like that. And SY creates some sort of this thing. Just a nice cappy. And position it over here. Okay, maybe it's more like that. Yeah, that's good. And it's just some sort of box here. Yeah, and I think should be like that. And a bit like this. A bit smaller. And a bit, you know, kind of bigger. Drop it here. And in the center. Now F, a radial array over here. I like this one. Okay, let's do it like that. Just select it all like this and do Shift D, so we have a profile, not this bullshit. And let's Shift I, imprint it. Take it like this and extrude it inside generously, like that. Perfect. And press A to adjust the angle. Don't afraid, just adjust it like this. Perfect. Cool. Take this part and do Ctrl 2 to convert it to the edge. And I can bevel this edge. Something like, or maybe chamfer it. What do you think? What's better? I think a little bevel is everything that we need. The little bevel here. Okay, let's do Alt X to this side. Perfect. And Shift D, G, put it here, make it a bit bigger. Somewhere here. Yeah, perfect. Much more bigger. That's already cool. And to make it even better, I will create these things like that and extrude it there like that. Merge them. QQ and QQ. And now we can do a Q, T for keep tools. Nice. And let's make it a bit different because I don't like how it's so perfect. Yeah, I just don't like how they... Yeah, this one not so similar. Good. What's left here? The cuts from the sides. Let's do them. Okay, and this bad boy... Oh, I think we should move him a little bit like that. Cool. But we have a hole here. What we gonna do with it? Let's just select it and move it. Can we move it? Of course we can. It's plasticity. H, G, oh my god, V here and move it here. Perfect. We just fixed that problem. And let's basically, yeah, kick some bevels here because we love bevels. Beautiful. Yeah, and it's basically one cut from the back here, and I think one over there. Yeah, it's basically cut it out here. Let's do the same thing. It's going to be something like that. Yeah, I will create the corner box here. Just drop it like this. And let's do the C cut. Okay, we have 3 parts. That's cool. Let's hide the... Oh, you know, actually, I want to hide this too. And I want to take this and do the offset here. Like that. Cool. And yeah, now I can basically just make a little gaps on these sides. Alt H. And let's just push them over here and create some sort of this thing. Nice. That's cool. And I also want to take it like that and make a bevels here. Or chamfer. Bevel. And another bevel here. Like this, but different. I think a bit smaller or bigger. I think a bit smaller, like this. Cool. So it's already started looking badass. Nice. I'm not sure about this thing. It's kind of like match this thing. Maybe it's not so deep, you know. It's less like that. Let's make it a bit smaller over here, maybe more. Now let's do it like this. And this one like this. Yeah, this is much better look. Definitely much better look. Yeah, I think maybe it should be somewhere here. Yeah, definitely somewhere here. Cool. Let's match this one again. We'll take this. I will do a H. Select this part. Alt H. G. V. Put it in the... Where is the center of the circle? Here it is. And let's move it here. Cool. That's almost the thing that we want. So, couple last bevels here and there, and we done. Let's do similar here, like that. Gentle one. Over here is... I definitely think that they are matching here. Just a small bevels, just like that, to make it more juicier. Yeah, and let's drop some bevels here. So I definitely want to drop a couple of these edges here, just to make it a bit more beautiful. And on these hard parts, I also want to drop some small ones like that. Same here. And yeah, let's take this, and make a bevel like that. Perfect. Let's take this, make a bevel like that. Yeah, that's cool. And take the top part and also make the bevel like this, not so big. The lower part is also has some juicy bevels. And this thing, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I also think that these two things should have the bevels too. Something like that. Yeah, let's do this one and this one with the same little bevels. I will just alt exit to the other side, Q to merge it. Yeah, that's good. And one over here from the other side. A bit bigger one, like that. Perfect. I like when they are all not super similar. It just makes the mesh more interesting. Give it some vibe. Let's do the same here. Just Control Shift Alt and make it like that. I don't like this. Super sharp edges. Select it like that. That's better. And top part. You can always tell that micro fillets are bullshit and stuff like that, yeah, but I want to have them, you know, I just want to have them. If I need to retopologize, I will do the retopologize, but this is my choice, this is my model. I just want to make it as beautiful as it's possible. So yeah, I will do the micro fillets. It's cool. It looks beautiful. But if you just want to do a quick UV unwrap and stuff like that, don't do this shit, because you will kinda make yourself some hard work. Yeah, isn't that better? Just look at this thing. You just start looking much, much cooler. Love it. Okay, I think it's done. The only part is left is just to do all of this engravings here. And let's kind of do them. So basically, here's one thing like that, and it's pretty unique. Just a circle. Oh yeah, and also let's move this bastards a little bit. G, X, and move it like here. Somewhere here. GX and match it. Yeah, so now we are lore accurate here. Let's make this thing like that. I think it's somewhere over here. Just shift I it. That's good. And do offset. Yeah, and here is just simple box. I'll do it like this. Move it here. It's some kind of thimble. Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but it is there. Cool. F. Redundant. And the one here, just to flow it inside like that. Cool. Here's some weird shape. I don't know what it is, but it is there. And let's do a couple of this LN and other shit. Yeah, and I will take this one and I will press Shift Space to make the construction plane here, and I will do F text and do 8. Select this, do 8802. Yeah, and it's all in this type of font. Let's leave it like that. Not a roboto this time. Let's put it in the center. Shift I, imprint it here. Very nice. And extrude it out. Like this. Cool. Cord grip screwy ass. Yeah, let's repeat all this stuff. I think I will just do a fast scroll here. Okay, so we're done here from the front part, and let's just drop a little bit from the back. So we'll hide this big references because I don't need them. Okay, so from the back it's just a box here, some weird shit, and some text. I don't think that I want to put all of this text. Let's just drop something. Okay, so it will definitely be the corner box, like that. Yeah, some sort of parallel to these lines. Let's bevel it. Perfect. Shift I, imprint it. Delete it. Extrude it. A. Just a little bit of this angle here. So here you have it. Here's your juicy little asset here. You can definitely proud of yourself if you model this thing. Yeah, let's select everything and do F. Redundant topology. Perfect. That's it. Here you have it. Nice and clean. And we can definitely drop it to Blender for a quick shading, just from the existing file. And let's do that. Okay, so I will just use the same scene from Apple Charger. Let's do transparent on the background pretty quickly. Yeah, that's good. Connect it, refresh it. Here we have it. Let me just make it a bit bigger here, like that. Perfect, yeah, look at this thing. It looks magnificent already. Yeah, that's cool. No, I love that. That thing is badass. And let's just drop the same materials that I have here. I'll quickly show you the material. It's super easy. Just like this. Copy your numbers here and your golden. Something like that for the metal. And if you want to know more in details about that, I will tag the video where I kinda explain more about this material. Yeah, this color will work beautifully. Look at this thing, looks badass. Okay, and I will link it to the other parts, like that. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe a bit darker, you know. And what do you think? I think we can add some sort of a wire here. Just let's do it quickly. Select curve, path, make it like this. If it's from a 3D cursor, nothing wrong, it's okay. Select all. Drop a little bit of depth here. I think a little bit more. Kind of like 0.3. Yeah, that's good. And position it like this. Nice. And let's just kind of make it like that thing. Yeah, cool. Make it a little bit lower just to have that composition working together a little bit better. Maybe Alt S and make it just a little bit smaller here. Cool. And I definitely want it to be the same material as that thing, but I will redo it a little bit. We'll take it like that, make it unique, and make the color of it more. Now let's dial the IOR a little bit here, just to make it less. Something like this will already look much cooler. Yeah, you know, I want it to be super rough here. Kind of super dark, like that. Look like that. And let's adjust it a little bit here so it will fit more organically in this inside part. Cool. Here it is. Here's your beauty. Yeah, you know, I don't really like that. Let's just do a basic metallic setup on these bastards. Like that. And let me just make that thing not so strong. Yeah, that's cool. And you know what? Yeah, let's drop exactly the same metal over here. Yeah, this looks much better. Yeah, let's drop this metal here. It's badass. Just make it like rough. A bit of this rotation. Let it be like that. Let me just mix it a little bit better here. Kind of hard. Yeah, that's cool. Look at this thing. Beautiful. I love it. Maybe a bit more like gray and shiny. Yeah, something like this. Okay, and let's play with the light a little bit. Maybe the less light from the side. I just want something like this happening here. If you wonder what's the lights, it's my light setup, so you can download it on the Gumroad. It's free. Drop it like that. It has some interesting material like that, and you can basically play with it if you want. Let's drop some rim light here, beautiful one, so it will kind of stand this shape up a little bit. Yeah, and make this like that. Yeah, already much better. Yeah, this top part just need to be more lightened. And yeah, I basically want to make the darker spot a little bit more darker. Just let's make this color a little bit darker here. Like more blackish in that. Yeah, that's cool. And maybe not so much of the white tint. Let's try to make it a bit like gray or something. Yeah. And now we can make it a little bit less dark. So kind of balance it together. Look how cool these things are dropping. How cool the shadows are dropping. Maybe I don't want this type of shadows to always drop here. Maybe this one is to be a little bit rotated here just to make it more shinier from the front. Yeah, kind of like this. Do something like that. Yeah, so here you have it. Here's your beautiful asset, and you can play with your shadows and stuff like you want. Perfect. I hope you're doing great. I hope you more cool things every day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.